Good morning, everybody. I'm beginning a 3.5-day section hike on the Mountains of Sea Trail you see behind me. And there's the parkway going from Balsam Gap near Waynesville, North Carolina, all the way to the French Broad Overlook near the North Carolina Arboretum. This is 69 miles, better part of 70 miles, and I'm giving myself 3.5 days to do it. You see how I'm bundled up out here. It's pretty darn cold. A friend of mine dropped me off and hiking back to my car. So I'm going to show you guys all the campsites, all the water, everything pertinent if someone were interested in doing a section hike here. All right, this is where I actually should have started from. I neglected to mention I started 1.5 miles back. So that's okay because it'll knock out more of the trail. And there's the Mountains of Sea Trail, which I came down. Already climbed up quite a ways. I think the butterfly is too cold to move. It was a really cold start this morning in the 20s. We got a cold snap that came through, whereas last week from our last trip in Linville Gorge, it was like spring. Now it's return to winter, which is why I postponed my AT section hike in Virginia, because it was a lot colder up there. So it's going to be cold tonight too, in the 20s, probably more like the upper teens where I'm going to be camped at around 5,000 feet elevation. But that's okay because I got gear to keep me warm, and it's going to warm up a bit the next couple days, and it's going to rain Friday is what the forecast called for. But I should be wrapping this up early Saturday. Looks like a massive quarry. Quarry, however you say that. Coming into some views over here. There's the parkway. I'm near Grassy Ridge Overlook. It's warmed up pretty nice too. Very sunny. Temperatures feel like they're probably upper 40s now. It's 1 o'clock. Got 10 miles in so far. This is like a forest road right here. It's so wide. I'm liking it. A lot better than those slippery mud puddles I was dealing with on the narrow trail down below. I slipped a couple times. It's just a winter thaw out, I guess. Ice is melting and the trail becomes muddy. Get some better views if it wasn't for the trees, but Still beautiful. Great day to backpack the Mountains to Sea Trail. That's a gorgeous view. And the forest road continues on the right. I don't know what this is, this trail right here. Check this out. This field right here would make a great place to camp. This is a beautiful section of the trail. I don't know if that's some side trail or something. Got a little orange tape around the tree. Not somebody camped down there already or not. But it is beautiful and it's worth it. But I'm not going to camp here because I got some miles to make before I make camp. But I'll check it out though. Yep, and there's a fire pit, so somebody has camped here. What does it say? Papaw's hunting stand. I wonder if he's buried here, or if it's just a memorial to his hunting stand. Papaw had a great spot. It is beautiful. This is the first official campsite on the Far Out app since I started, 15 miles into this journey. And then there's another one 0.8 of a mile away. Only thing about this spot is there's no water. There was no water up on the field either, where I saw the first fire pit, but there was water down the hill. But I'm going about another 7.5, 8 miles away, and there's water nearby. So that's going to be where I'm going to stay tonight. So it's 4 o'clock. Still have another 8 miles or so. There's a lot of ice over here across all the streams. I'm right near Richland Balsam, the high point on the parkway. It's the highest point at 6,400 feet. I am at about 5,500 feet elevation here. But it's a dark pine forest that I've been walking in, and it's not an easy trail here. It's a lot of rocks and roots, and it's narrow. Check out all this ice on the floor, man. Hazardous. Almost lost my balance there. So I made it to camp at 8:30. It is now 9:45. Got my fire going. I got my tent set up down there. And I haven't eaten yet. I did 25 miles today. It's a record breaker. So I'm going to eat something and call it a night. So I just wanted to check in. And I'm going to try and do 25 tomorrow if I can. If I could do 25 tomorrow, I know I could do 25 Friday to finish. We'll see how it goes though. No promises. I got to see how I feel in the morning. Good night, y'all. Good morning, folks. It's day 2 here on the Mountains to Sea Trail. I slept pretty decent, albeit it was cold. I was pretty toasty under my sleeping bag, but there were cold pockets since I didn't have it fully zipped. But anyway, I'm having some breakfast here. I'm having dinner for breakfast because I got to camp so late last night, so I wanted my calories, my highest calorie meal in the morning. So I got some pad thai by Backpacker's Pantry and some pre-workout there in the Gatorade bottle. And I'm gonna get off to a pretty good start here. It's after 7. Sun is not yet up, but it's starting to peak. So I'll try and do as many miles as I can today. We'll see how I feel. But if I could push for over 20, I'm gonna do so. Because yesterday I did 25, a record breaker. Check out that waterfall, man. That's pretty cool. Just walking along the trail here, which is a forest road still. And I stumble upon that. It's a beauty. Anyway, I'm at about 9:20 here, and I left camp about 40 minutes ago. Late start, so don't know how many miles I'll get in before the sun sets, but I'm gonna try for a big day. All right, I'm crossing the parkway at Haywood Gap here. MST across the street. And that's where I came from. This is a very familiar spot to me. I've been to the Middle Prong many times. Now I'm officially entering the Middle Prong Wilderness. The stretch of trail is pretty easy in here. It's little ups and downs, but it's not too bad. Hardest part is navigating, because there are some spots that are a little tricky. See how dark and deep this forest is? Easy to get turned around. Trail's pretty easy to follow, but there are some false trails that can lead you in the wrong direction. All right, crossing Highway 215 now. Leaving Middle Prong. There's a nice open view. Looks hazy today. I smell smoke. I'm wondering if there's a forest fire. I hope not. It does look real hazy. Walking up to Graveyard Ridge now. There's all these boardwalks. A little bit of water there, it's not enough for me. I've been looking for some water because I'm gonna need a campsite with water. So I have to figure out a campsite here coming up, because I don't think I have 25 miles in me. I'm at just over 15 and it's going on 5, so I don't think I'm gonna make another 10 miles before sunset. So that's Black Balsam Knob up there. How about that? I didn't realize it before. There's some really big dog prints here on the trail. Must be a Great Dane or something. There's some water right there. That's what I needed. There's the parking lot for Graveyard Fields. It's like walking up Black Balsam. It's steep and rocky. See how steep that is? I don't think I've ever gone up it. I think I've come down it, but never gone up it. So this is pretty fun since I'm weighted down with water again. That is a beautiful view of Tennant Mountain. All right, I'm getting ready to have dinner, and my tent is over there because there are a lot of black bears in this area, and I don't want to have any issues, so I'm eating away from my campsite. But I'm having some chicken Alfredo tonight, and I got to camp before the sun had set. What do you know? I only put in 17.5 miles today. Wasn't making the progress I wanted to make, so I'll go at it again tomorrow and try and knock out a big chunk of what I have left tomorrow. Good morning, you know what time it is. Breakfast time. Got some banana oatmeal. Today I'm going to try and knock out a much bigger chunk of this trail, what I have left. And it's supposed to rain starting this morning, so I'm not going to have a good weather to hike in, but maybe the rain will hold off a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to eat this and I'll get back with you guys. It's 6:52 a.m., ready to leave camp, and I got a bunny to see me off. It's starting to drizzle, as you can see. I'm all packed up and ready to go. I'm just going to leave him be. If I only have a bunny for company while camping, I'm fine with that. But, all right, so I'm gonna get going here, folks. Okay, so here's my trail sign. Not going to the parking lot. So another 2 miles to the Looking Glass Overlook. And it's off and on drizzling. It's pretty cold with the cold rain coming through. Hands got cold, but I'm actually warming up though. Still have my layers on. I've only been walking for about 3/10 of a mile. Hopefully the sun will come up soon and I can put away this headlamp. I don't have to worry about slipping on anything with better visibility. Alright, so here's Skinny Dip Falls. After the tropical storm of 2021, the area saw a lot of flooding and caused a lot of damage. The bridge got washed out. That's it over there. So it came down the steps. And this is where the bridge used to be. It's where the Mountains to Sea Trail continues on the other side. I'm going to go across those rocks. Hopefully I won't get my feet wet. I don't see a better way. So we'll give it a shot. I got across all right. Didn't get wet. You see how deep it is over here and how swift that current is. And those rocks are slippery. So if you happen to do this, really take your time. The trekking poles come in handy for balance. So we'll continue up this way. Oh geez, I've done that trail before. Good to know. Anybody interested in doing it, stay away from it. Probably not a good idea to go down that trail now. And I gotta say, there's the Bridges Camp Gap Trail Junction. I'm going this way. I gotta say that hiking in the rain is pretty miserable. I don't really enjoy it. And if I must admit, it is my Achilles tendon. I am keeping dry with my Patagonia Patagonia rain jacket, but my pants are pretty wet. You can see from that angle, and they're water resistant, not entirely waterproof, but this is just not enjoyable. You see that? How foggy it is out here. I think the parkway is closed. I haven't checked. I haven't come upon the gate yet, so if the gate is down up ahead, then I'll know. But it is pretty miserable out. See how crappy it is out here. It's spitting, freezing rain. And I'm not having a good time. Walking the parkway, meeting a friend at 276. He's picking me up. I can always come back when the weather is better and finish up this section of the Mountains to Sea Trail to the Arboretum, or do it in day hikes, because it's not that far away from home, so I'm not missing out on much. Plus I've done a lot of these sections on day hikes anyway. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hearing me complain.